Welcome to another edition of The Naked Truth. I'm Ramon Roan.
I'm Johnson.
And we'd like to first thank you for watching this video. We'd like to thank you for, if you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We need your support as we continue to do our mission here, and that is to inform the uninformed. The informed, the uninformed. So the title of this video, this segment is Proceed with Caution.
Proceed with caution.
Proceed with
It's
caution.
open season on young African American boys, and Elmer J. Fudd is on the loose.
Elmer J. Fudd. I hope y'all are old enough. Some of y'all may not know who Elmer J. Fudd is, but
Looney
he's a
Tunes character.
Looney Tunes character, right? A recent article said that blacks are more likely to be killed by police officers than any other race. Let me read this to you. After the unrest in Ferguson, there was a lot of conversation about whether blacks were actually being targeted by police. As a study published in August of 2014 found, blacks are not only targeted, they are far more likely to be murdered by police. Although the risk of blacks being killed by a police officer is far lower than once was, it is higher than any other demographics. You're 7 times, according to this chart, you're 7 times more likely, and with the police encounter, you're 7 times more likely to be killed by a police officer if you're black, aged between 20 to 24. But John, you and I already, now this is just facts backing out what we already knew.
Sure. I mean, I've been stopped many times by the policemen, and the first thing I do is I put my hands where they can see both hands to ease their unrest.
Right.
Because we understand that even though we have rights, just like other people, that we want to be able to live to fight the discrimination or the unjust that may happen or may occur, whether it's during arrest or just a simple stop. You don't want to make a sudden move. You don't want them to feel they have any reason to do anything less than treat you like a normal citizen. And so that's why it's important that you give yourself every opportunity to tell the story afterwards. And one of the things that you want to do is you want to make sure that the police see. They can see your hands, and that you are respectful. You can be quite assertive, but yet respectful when answering a question to the policeman. Don't put yourself in the position that they feel that they have any reason in order to pull a gun and to shoot you.
What I find, John, is that I've listened to a video recently, or watched a video of a police encounter actually killing a young man. And one thing that you have to do is that one, obey the commands.
Sure.
Like if the cop tell you to get out of the car, get out of the car. They tell you to sit down, sit down. Look here, your job is to live after that encounter. We've said this in other videos before. Look, your job is to say, look here, I want to be able to make it through this. And so if that means that he tells me to shut up, I'm going to shut up. Now you got to know your rights. Understand that. Know your rights. But look here, a police officer's job, I would not want to have it. And the reason why is that it is very stressful.
Sure.
Because you have cops. Look, I watched a video a couple of weeks ago that it was a video of cops being actually killed in the line of duty. And you're like, you know, I'm watching this video, and probably some of you probably seen the video already. It's a Vietnam veteran, white guy, and a white police officer. Police officers pulled him over. You know, this guy comes out with no weapon on him. He has no weapon, and he approaches, going back and forth to the cop. And the police officer says, you know, police officer give him instructions. He's not listening to instructions. The guy goes and get his gun, and he doesn't have just a pistol. He has a rifle, and he starts shooting at the police officer. You can see the bullets shattering the windshield and all like that, and you hear the police officer, you know, being killed. I mean, you know, he's actually screaming screaming for his life. So these police officers, that's a lot of stress.
Well, that's why you just have to respect the relationship. You know, understand that that police officer wants to get home to his family, his or her family,
Right.
which is a legitimate want, and you want to be able to move on. In a situation like that, highly volatile, do what you can to ease the situation. Let him do what he can. And one of the things is, you know, if they can see your hands and they feel that, you know, they're at ease to talk to you. You know, and once they normally, very seldom have I had a situation where after they've seen my hands, they come up to the car, then they, you know, continue to be belligerent. Normally they'll say, well, put your hands down, everything's cool. And then they talk in a normal tone of voice. Versus the, you know, overly commanding voice, and you know, I found that to work for me.
Well, I mean, you know, scripturally, you know, a calm voice stirs away wrath. That's what Scripture says. And so, so being calm about it, keeping that calmness about it. But there's both sides to those stories, and so I hate to see, hate to hear about when these young black men are being killed, young black women or women that are being killed, and it doesn't have to be that way.
It's disheartening.
Yeah, it is. It is disheartening. So, but here's what I think should be taken from this is that you have the facts. If that a black man is 7 times more likely to be killed by a police officer every time a black man is encountered, keep that in mind. Look at, what do I have to do to make it out of there? Should I obey the commands or should I fight? I would suggest that you obey the commands, because you can fight another day. Fight them in the courtroom. You can fight them in the courtroom of public opinion, or you can fight them inside the justice system. But that's not time to fight, because you're going to lose that fight. You are outnumbered. Believe me. If you're talking about a gang, that gang in blue, they will outnumber you, and you're going to be outgunned. You're going to be outgunned. If you think that you're going to, just because you got a certain amount of weapons on you, believe me, they're going to come with reinforcement, and they're not going to meet you with force. It's going to be overwhelming force. That's the way they're trained. That's the way we were trained when I was in the Navy. We were trained with that way there. But again, we suggest you proceed. A black man, when approached by a police officer, proceed with caution. What's the character you mentioned?
Elmer J. Fudd.
Yeah, look here. Elmer J. Fudd. He's on the loose. You better be careful. But man, we need your home. We need more of these black fathers and to take care of their children. And you can't take care of your child from the grave. We appreciate your watching this video. Please share and like as we proceed to change our justice system and to educate our people, the American citizens. This has been another edition of The Naked Truth.